mean, there's this difficult thing that the media, including and especially the social media, but even television and the broadsheets, now seem to imagine that people are really quite ignorant and not very intelligent. And there's a general sense in which we're all patronised and talked down to. And I think people find it a huge relief to be taken seriously. And they rise to that and respond in a mature way. And I've certainly found that both in of course, spent decades actually interacting with people for a living, but also now that, I mean, I consider that when I write and I lecture, I hope that what I do is make things that are possibly quite complex or off-putting, approachable and understandable. And when I do, there's a huge enthusiasm and the response is very warm.
And yeah, because you're bringing it back into the light or life, putting life back into
yes,
it.
Yes,
by making it.
I think people feel starved of intellectual nourishment. I mean, a very common thing is talking to filmmakers and people at the BBC. We can't do that, it's too intellectual. And you're sort of thinking, but whenever somebody does, once in 10 years, sometimes independent documentary makers make a fantastic documentary in which they talk to, physicists, mathematicians and Buddhist monks about the existence of the soul and things like that. David Malone made a series, Soul Searching, and we've got 5-star reviews from everybody. Can we have more of this?
And if nothing's challenging, then nothing's meaningful, is it?
Nothing meaningful unless you feel a bit challenged, because you're just hearing what you already know. But he experiences the same thing every time he goes back. Oh no, it'll be too difficult. But it isn't, They're so patronising.
And it does seem to be that, in a world where we have materially, we have all kinds of things that we wouldn't have dreamed of, even a couple of generations back.
Yes.
People can travel like they had before. In the West, we have access to all kinds of information. And yet there does seem to be a dearth of meaning in people's lives, or perhaps a frantic search, or you talked about a hedonistic kind of drive towards meeting satisfactions. But there's still something kind of missing. There's still something missing. Do you think that's a big problem now?
It's often pointed to as a big problem, and I think it's bound to be because we don't thrive if we feel our lives are meaningless. And I must say that sometimes I hear scientists and philosophers talk about the discovery of meaning as though they mean the invention of meaning.